All right, let's move on to working on the machine gun. Let's go back to object mode here and, I'm going to need to bring it back. So let's go over to this panel and change it back to an outliner here. And okay, so we've got our vehicle here. Let's bring back the machine gun and hide the vehicle and frame it up with the period key. And let's add some vertex colors to this. To do that, I think we probably need another reference image or two to work from. So let's switch this back to an image editor. And let's go find a good image for this. How about this one? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, this has got some good color differentiation here. It looks like we've really only got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 different colors here. Yeah, so let's work with this one here. I'll go ahead and tab into edit mode, and let's then go over to Vertex Paint. Yeah, we've still got all of our colors here in the palette. So let's tab back into edit mode, and with the L key, let's begin selecting some of these. Let me turn off seam here. And we want all of this, I think, for this green color here. Looks like we probably want this. Let me zoom in here. I think we want this and these. It looks like this bolt here can be a different color. What about, well, this is a different color, and this too looks to be a slightly different color. So let's not add that quite yet. Oh, let's get these over here. Press the L key and get those. And yeah, let's go ahead and add this now. I'll tab back into Vertex Paint. Let's turn on face selection here. And so we have that selected. Looks like we need to add a new color to this. So let's bring this down to make everything a little bit darker, and we can begin to choose colors here. So for this, maybe let's begin here with a brown. Let's press Shift K, and we better add this to the palette. There we go, so it's there. All right, let's get a different color for this here. Let's just select these with the L key and tab back into Vertex Paint. Let's swing this around to another color here. Shift K. All right. I better add it to the palette. There we go. This down here looks like it's its own color. So this, the post, the brace, and this all look to be about the same color. So let's apply the same color to all of that. So we've got that in the brace. Let's get all of this here and here. And this one here, let's try that. Tab back into Vertex Paint. And I think I'd like that post to be part of this too. Let's go ahead and get that there. And then let's tab back in. Let's swing around to a different color, maybe one like this. Add it to the palette, Shift K. All right, yeah, let's go with that. How about the ammo box here? Let's come over here. It looks like we could do at least 2 different colors here. Let's hit the L key there. Tab into Vertex Paint. Let's spin this around to another color here. Shift K. Let's add it to the palette. I don't want to forget that. Let's select this, and this will be yet another color. How about something like this? Add that to the palette. Shift K. The handle here, let's do that one. That should probably be another material. Let's swing down here. Add this one. Shift K. All right. This up here, I feel like this should be the same tan color as all of the rest of the body of the vehicle. Like, since it's connected to that plate here, I feel like it should be that tan color. So what I'll do is I'll just come through and select all of this like this, and let's get this. Okay. And then let's just use that green. Tab back into Vertex Paint, grab that green, Shift K, there we go. Okay, let's pick up those bolts real quick. Let's do that. So this bolt and this bolt here. Let's go back to this color here, and I'm going to spin around. Oh, I'll come down here like this. And let's press Shift K. Oh, add it to the palette. There we go. And this stuff back here, let's take a look at these handles. I think we're going to need a new image to do this. What about, well, let's take a look at this one here. It looks to me, well, it's awfully dark there, but it looks to me like the handles are a different color than, or even like a wood material. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah, see, it's kind of a wood thing. So I think everything but the handles could be that same color as this part here. So what let's do is let's just, with the L key, let's select that whole thing. And then let's grab this brown color here, that first one we created, and press Shift K. All right, so now let's go in and get these wood materials. I'll go to face mode and select these, and then press Control plus, and let's expand the selection up to right about here. Yeah, right in there. And I'll tab into Vertex Paint. Let's create a new color here. How about something back in here? Add that to the palette. Shift K. Yeah, and then let's get this over here. Control plus to add that. Okay. Shift K. There we go. Now we need to do the same thing for this over here. Let's zoom in here, and this looks like it's going to be similar in that it's just that wood in the center there. So while we're here, let's grab this brown, Shift K, okay, and then let's grab these faces and Control plus and expand those out to there. Yep, and then let's switch over to this brown here that we just created and Shift K that. There we go. Yeah, so that'll work, I think. And yeah, I think that's got everything here on the gun now. All right, let's go back to object mode here. Let's go back to the outliner here. Let's bring back the vehicle. And let me just make sure that we've got everything. With the vehicle, I'll go back to Vertex Paint right here. And it looks pretty good. Oh, wait, what's this? Ah, look at that. All right, let me grab that bolt and zoom in. And let's see what we got here, I think. Yeah, look at that. So I can hover over this piece and just hit the L key here in Face Select in Vertex Paint. And we need that green here. Shift K, all right. Anything else that we can see that's going to be a problem here? Oh, it all looks pretty good. All right. So we've got the main vehicle here and the gun with our Vertex Paint. Let's now take a look at the tire. Let me go back to object mode. Let's bring back the tire low and the wheel. Now these I think can just be all one color. So if we tab into edit mode here, that's all selected. We can go to Vertex Paint here. Let's create yet another color here. Maybe something like this. Add it to the palette. Shift K. There we go. Then let's go back to object mode here. Let's select that wheel. We can tab into edit mode, and it looks like that whole thing is selected. That's good. Let's go to Vertex Paint. Let's find another color here. How about a dark purple? Shift K, and there we go. All right. Now let's go back to object mode. I think what we could do, we have this spare tire over here, right here, but we don't really need that high poly one there. Let's call this high. We're probably not going to use this, but let's just call this the high poly one. And with this selected, what let's do is move the cursor to it. We've got the origin right there, Shift S2. So we've got the cursor there. Let's hide that away. And what I want to do is take this and duplicate it and put it right back here. So with this selected, let me change the pivot point to the median point, and that brings it to the center of the grid. We don't want that. Let me move that to the origin right here. And now what let's do is just create a new spare tire low poly object. So I'll press Shift D, Enter. Let's call this spare tire low underscore low. There we go. And then let's pop it over here to the cursor. To do that, let's press Shift S, and then we can choose Selection to Cursor, and there it is. And then we can just spin it in the Z-axis, RZ90, and there we go. We've got our spare tire. All right. I think we've got all the vertex colors in place now. Let's just go through and make sure we have all the materials set up as well. So for the vehicle, we come over here to the materials panel. We have a material called vehicle. That's good. If we select the gun, we've still got that UV test pattern. Let's get rid of that here. Let's create a new one, and let's just call it gun. And then down here with the tire, we've still got that test pattern. Let's get rid of that. Create a new material. We'll call it tire. Let's select the wheel. Let's get rid of the test pattern. Create a new material. We'll call this wheel. And I think that's it. Let's take a look. We've got the gun, the tire, the vehicle, and the wheel. Yeah, I think that's the only 4 materials we really need to take into Substance Painter. All right, I think what that means is, in the next video, we'll deal with getting this to its proper scale, and we'll begin exporting it out so that we can take it into Substance Painter. That's coming up next.